This would be our last morning in the Orkhon Valley. I woke with a single-minded goal. I wanted to see the sunrise from the top of the nearby hill. I woke at 4, but I didn't have much time to get there. I was afraid I wouldn't make it as I saw the sun beginning to creep above the horizon. But I managed to make it. It was worth it. Seeing the sun rise over this beautiful country is just something that really can't be described. And while the pictures are beautiful, they can't do it justice. Atop the hill was also one of those good luck piles of rocks. They seem to be on top of every hill. But the view. The Orkhon Valley. You can see the canyon there in the light. I can't describe adequately the beauty that we saw. The pictures tell at least half the story. But I encourage you, if you have the courage, to go visit. As we left, we went across this bridge. I think that means 7 metric tons, which I am quite dubious of this bridge being able to handle that. Possibly the most harrowing experience we had in Mongolia was simply crossing this bridge in our very heavy 4-wheel drive van. But we actually stopped here to gather some water for cooking later. After this, we would be going to another monastery. The previous one we went to, we pulled up to a parking lot and walked in. So we kind of thought that was going to be here, but instead it was a 1.5-mile hike up a hill to the top of a mountain. But the monastery was really cool. Safety was not particularly big on the Mongolian platter. Here you also see the prayer flags that they had, and here's a closer view of one. But the monastery was beautiful. You just had great views. And there was also these gorgeous mountain flowers we've been seeing all the time on the trip, and I finally got a chance to take a picture of a few. I particularly like these orange ones. One of the great things about the monastery is most of the places that we stopped, we'd be offered the traditional Mongolian meal called a rule, which is dried, usually mare's milk yogurt curd that was kind of like a hard Parmesan, but really, really sour, and was not great from the Western palate standpoint. But here at the monastery, they actually offered us some candy, which was fantastic. But as you can see, the views as we walked around were phenomenal, though we were pretty much billy-goating it across these hills. The monk that was in charge there, he actually showed us this. It was a spot where a monk had spent a time of fasting. I think I'd be uncomfortable in that spot. There was one up at the top of the hill, too, that had been forbidden for females to go. Now I'm going to warn you here, we're coming up to a thing where there's a traditional slaughter of a sheep. So if you don't want to see that, then you should probably close your eyes now or skip forward about 25-30 seconds, beginning now. So we actually wanted to have some more traditional Mongolian meals, so we actually bought this sheep from our van driver's family who we were staying with that night. I was very impressed and a little bit scared that he was able to slaughter and butcher that sheep with just a small knife in a matter of about 7 or 8 minutes, and we got to this point. Then they prepared it and cooked it in the traditional Mongolian way. There's not a lot of agriculture in Mongolia as far as vegetables, so most of the diet is really meat and dairy products. But here we also got to have a few potatoes and some carrots in here, and even a little bit of salt. They actually cook it from the inside out as well, so they'll heat the rocks in the fire, remembering that the fire is made from yak dung, and heat those rocks in the yak dung and then actually put them on the inside of the pot. Afterwards we got to celebrate, and the Mongolians eat every bit of the animal, so all the innards too. As Westerners, we were expected to try, but we did not have to eat more than a taste, which was good. We would stay that night, not just in a guest gar for tourists, but the actual family of our van driver's brother-in-law's gar. They stayed in another one while we were there that night. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Please subscribe and like the videos to help us make more. Thanks so much.